I think it's time we change the language that we use in home buying and selling. We have done a great job at confusing the public and ourselves. Here's a few examples. A vendor. What does that mean? Do you sell ice cream? Do you hand out sweets from a machine? Seller. Do you store wine? Buyer or purchaser. That's quite impersonal, don't you think? Then there's client or customer. That's the person who's paying you to do the job, but some people think that's quite pompous or a bit too transactional. And then you've got applicant, which is a horrible word. And we're not very good at talking about money. Being described as an applicant to borrow money, that can bring a lot of shame and embarrassment. And we've got the classics. What is the difference between a valuation and a survey, or survey and searches? And then we've got to understand what is the dark art of conveyancing or property legal stuff. After what, 40, 50 years, we still can't educate the public to know the difference? What are we doing? I think it's time to try a different approach, and we need to do two things. Firstly, we need to educate ourselves. You know, there's lots of people who work in the home buying and selling sector who will never be able to afford a home themselves. They'll never be able to go through the journey. What does that say? And secondly, we need to learn to use better language, the language that we speak to people, but also what's written down and what you put in these videos when you're constantly trying to educate and explain things to consumers. If we make it clearer to people, they're less likely to be confused. So it starts with us to make the difference.